What's going on, guys? So today I'm going to show you how to make a super simple dinner, and it's spaghetti with spinach sauce, and it only has 6 ingredients, so it's really easy to make, and it's good if you're running late or you're always on the go. So let's get started. So you are going to need olive oil, you're going to need fresh garlic, Parmesan cheese, spaghetti, and I opted for the whole wheat because it's a healthier choice than typical white pasta. For baby spinach, you're going to need 16 ounces, which is a pound. Last but not least, you're going to need salt and pepper to taste. Alright, so for your first step, you're going to heat 2 tablespoons of olive oil in a large frying pan. Add your garlic. After you've added your garlic, you are going to cook it to soften it, but be sure not to burn it. Because garlic can burn pretty easily, so you're going to want to keep stirring it. And once your garlic is softened, it won't take that long. You are going to add in the spinach, and you're going to saute it until it's wilted. Now, while this is cooking, some very interesting facts about spinach is that it is very high in vitamins A and C, and it also has a lot of antioxidants in it, so it can help prevent diseases and stuff like cancer, which is amazing. And then once it starts wilting down a little bit more, you can add in the rest of your spinach. Alright, now that most of the spinach is wilted, what you're going to want to do is grab your salt and pepper and season it. I've got mine right here, and you can add as much as you want. It's just to taste. Alright, this is done, so I'm going to remove it from the heat and I'm going to set it aside. Okay, so the next step is you're going to want to get a pot with water, and then you're just going to cook your spaghetti according to the directions that are on the package. Alright, so all my pasta is currently into the pot now, and I'm just gonna let that cook, and I will see you in 8 to 10 minutes. Alright, so the pasta is done, and I'm gonna strain it, but before I do, you're gonna wanna reserve a cup of the pasta water. And you can do that while you're draining it, or you can try and dip it in there and get the pasta water. Either way it works. The pasta is drained and it's back in the pot. And I have my cup of pasta water reserved, and I'm gonna set that aside for the next step. Okay, so the next step requires either a food processor or a blender. And I don't have a blender, so I am just gonna use this magic bullet that I found at like Bed Bath & Beyond. Any of those options are great. You're gonna take the spinach and garlic mixture that you made, and you're going to put that into the blender or the food processor. Got my spinach and garlic in the blender, or this little cup in my case. And you are going to bring the Parmesan cheese into the equation. I've got my cheese right here. You can either use fresh grated Parmesan, or you can go for the simple Kraft already grated. That's what I had on hand, so that's what I'm using. And you do this with half a cup of Parmesan. And then you're going to add in some of your pasta water so that it can blend up properly. So I'm just going to add in, I don't know, like half of the pasta water. Okay, so I blended up the mixture, and it should look something like this. And I have to add in the rest of my cheese, so I'm gonna do that right now. Another little side note is, if your sauce gets too thick like mine is, you can add in as much pasta water as you need until it gets to the consistency that you need. This is the final step. I am going to add in the sauce back into this pan, and you can put it on, a lower heat, just to kind of heat it back up. And then you add in the pasta that you cooked. And then once you have your pasta in there, You're going to want to mix that all up so the sauce covers all the pasta. So as you can see, I just finished mixing all the pasta, and this is what it should look like. It should have that fun green color. And then the last thing to do is to add just some salt and pepper to taste, and then you can stir that in. Once this is all stirred in, you can just serve it and enjoy. I've got my bowl here. Once it's served, and you can just top with some more Parmesan cheese. And this is what it should look like. Thanks, guys.